We like to see our customers and potential customers, of course our sales force, who you see, many of whom you see around the booth, interact daily with supply chain people from our customer base, as well as rolling stock executives and infrastructure folks. But the people in the trenches, so to speak, and at some of the repair facilities, especially for the aftermarket parts, don't always get to see the newest and latest things except at an event like this. A huge portion of RSI's mission is advocacy in Washington, D.C. on both in Congress and on the regulatory front with the Department of Transportation and specifically Federal Railroad Administration and the Pipeline and Hazardous Materials Safety Administration, both of which are agencies within DOT. Most recently, there was a major tank car rulemaking completed. Final rule was published in May for tank cars carrying flammable liquids, basically crude oil, ethanol, and other flammable liquids. So RSI's Committee on Tank Cars had a major role in advocating for our members in that rulemaking process. This is the Ionics portion of the Amsted Rail booth, and Ionics is our telematics business unit. Telematics is basically tracking via satellite and cellular rolling stock assets. And these large gray boxes here are communications management units, which contain the software and firmware and batteries and information and equipment to track the locomotive or freight car as it moves along and around the North American freight railway network. We have here a number of our sensors. Our latest here is a wireless remote sensor. It's all self-contained in a potted polymer in a hard non-metallic case. It's got its own battery, its own application processor board. This one measures temperature and impacts. The big screen behind me is a dashboard. We have a complete software system with detailed management dashboards where you can have an event pushed to you. You can see here's a peak impact event and the date and the time, and then you can get into the location and the different things we measure. But you can also look at a complete fleet and drill down to the individual asset level. So it's pretty high tech. It's not your father's railroad or not even your grandfather's railroad. It's very new and innovative.